Right, in this video we're going to be proving the formula for the area of a triangle involving sine. And this works for any triangle of this form where we use the convention that the length of little a is opposite the angle capital A. And so for this formula we have the two sides a and b, and the angle, sine c, this is the angle between the lengths a and b. So that's really important. And we're going to see this is actually an extension of the normal formula we know. So if we have a right angle triangle, then we know that the area of this triangle is just a half times the base of the triangle times the height, the perpendicular height. And that's true for any right angle triangle. And so this is an extension of this, because if you put the angle 90 degrees in here, if c equals 90 degrees, then we have a right angle triangle, and also sine of 90 is equal to 1. So this disappears, and we're just left with a half times a times b, which is just our original equation. And so to prove this formula for any triangle that isn't a right angle triangle, we're actually going to use this, and we're going to use this by splitting this triangle into two right angle triangles. So this is kind of similar to the proof of the sine rule and the cosine rule, in the sense that the first step is to draw a perpendicular line down like here. So this makes a right angle triangle with this bottom line, and we're going to call this length little h. So now we have the base and we have the perpendicular height. We can just plug in the values into this formula. So the area equals a half times a times h. And this is equal to the area of this triangle. But now we want to express h in terms of the lengths and the angles. So we have an explicit formula for this triangle. And so the way we do that is just by looking at this triangle. Let me sketch it out again. So we have this right angle triangle, where this is 90 degrees, this perpendicular height is h, this one is b, which is just from up here, and then this is another length, which we don't know. But we know that this angle is c. So we've got an angle, which is c, we've got the length of the opposite side, and we've got the length of the hypotenuse. So we can actually use the formula for sine. And if you remember, if we have sine of an angle, c, then in general, this is the length of the opposite side divided by the length of the hypotenuse. And so we can just plug it into our case where the opposite length is h and the hypotenuse is b. So now we can just rearrange this equation in terms of h. So if I just multiply the b up to this side, then we get h equals b times sine of c. And so we have a formula for h in terms of the other variables of this triangle, and we can just plug this into this formula. So this gives us a half times a times b times sine of c, which is exactly our formula. So let's just recap what we've done. We've proven this formula for any triangle by using the area of the triangle formula for a right angle triangle. And to use that formula, we've had to create a right angle triangle. So we just dropped this perpendicular line, call this length h, and then we've expressed the area in terms of this perpendicular height. And then since we want our formula to be in terms of a, b, and the angle c, we just found the formula for h using the definition of sine, which is the opposite divided by hypotenuse, and then just rearrange for h and plug it back in. So this is how to prove the formula for the area of a triangle involving sine.